Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of SA Vlogs.
Hi everyone. Today we are going on a small road trip. So the weekend is here, and we just thought that today we have taken leave from office because we have to go for a visa appointment.
Right.
Because we are taking a leave on a Friday, so we thought 3 दिन है, so let's go somewhere and yeah, just relax for a bit.
Yes, absolutely. So monsoons are here in Mumbai. We've been getting showers for the last 2-3 days, and we just thought that this opportunity is amazing and not to be missed out. Typically, monsoons we make a trip to Goa, but as Sangeeta said, we have an upcoming trip. We're going for a visa appointment. We are planning to go to Switzerland, and we are hopeful that we'll get the visa. And I'm sure a couple of you must be interested in knowing what the process for getting a visa is, because I think a lot of people rely on agents, etc. But here's this vlog which is going to tell you every hack that you need to know to be able to get the visa all by yourself. You don't need an agent. You can just assimilate all the documents all by yourself. We've done it twice earlier, and I think that will be really informative for you. So this is going to be an informative, engaging, and exciting vlog with the road trip in pursuit. So are you guys excited? Hope you are. Let's go.
So here we are, our small bag, and then ये एक खाने का bag है, and then that is our kettle, because you never know, sometimes the hotel kettles are really dirty. And then here I have my Love Knot scrunchies. Wherever I go, I pick up a couple of scrunchies, to shoot or something. And here we have our visa documents, and there is Akshay taking out the car.
Ready to load the bags.
Yes.
We are also carrying umbrellas.
Yes, we have these yellow and black umbrellas inspired by How I Met Your Mother. Akshay is a big fan. So
Not
yeah.
of all the misogyny, but just general comedy. It's pretty good.
Yes.
All right. Why don't you take a seat?
Cool.
But before our vacation starts, as we mentioned, we are off to the VFS office in Lower Parel for our visa appointment. And by Google's estimates, we are already running that bit late for our appointment, but I think 9:15 का appointment है, 9:20 तक mostly पहुंच जाएंगे, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's go. And we're finally done with our visa appointment. Luck really didn't favor us because we reached a bit late for our visa appointment. And वो कैसे manage करते हैं कि अगर slot कोई खाली होगा, like if somebody else doesn't turn up, that's when they'll assign you. And given that we are going on a road trip, we really didn't want to wait. So here's what we did. What did we do?
We took the premium lounge option that there is. Basically, it was raining really badly. I think you saw the shots of rain. So it showed us we'll reach in 40 minutes. That 40 minutes became, I don't know, 120, 130 minutes.
Yeah.
So the Mumbai traffic is like that, like double हो जाता है time within minute. Because of that, हमारे हाथ में बिल्कुल नहीं था. But we thought कि आज करवाना ही है, because we took leave from office, so we just went for the premium lounge option. It was actually a good option, because normal अगर हम जाते हमारे slot में भी तो भी 2 hours waiting था inside the office. So premium में when we went and within like 5 minutes they called us. There was like coffee and all refreshments, so it was generally good and comfortable, and there was hardly any waiting.
Yeah, it was super quick, super fast. I think, as Sangeeta said, within 5 minutes we were at the desk to kind of validate our documents. Not that you need to sign up for it if you're going for a visa appointment, but in a situation like ours where we had so many variables that we needed to control, and it just costed us, I think, 2K per person extra. I mean, while it seems expensive, I think just the way the whole thing is managed in the premium lounge, how quickly it gets done. We have experience of our previous 2 visas to Italy and France, so happened rather quick. So we had thought we will be here until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock because we got delayed, but it's right now 12:45 and we are ready to start our road trip.
Yes.
So here on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you shots of our road trip to Napoli, and I'm expecting it to be really beautiful because during monsoons the entire Konkan region, it has sights to behold.
Absolutely. Very
Yep.
As you guys saw, we traveled through the Atal Setu bridge. For those people who don't know, it's a new bridge. What? Akshay will speak about it more. But Akshay has been trying to sell the idea of going to Atal Setu bridge. In fact, we have gone there twice, but both of those times I was sleeping in the car. But the whole idea is that bridge goes on the water. Akshay, what am I saying? क्या बोल रहा है? Sorry. So there are water bodies on both the sides.
Wow! Unlike Howrah Bridge or Bandavali Sea Link, right? Where there are water on 4 sides. Right? Up, down, left, right.
Stop it.
So I think if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, so apologies in advance, but I believe it's the longest water bridge in India at the moment. It's about 20 kilometers long, and it's a beautiful drive experience. Really cuts down your travel time for exiting from Mumbai, right? We were in Lower Parel for our visa appointment, and we touched Panvel in literally like 25 minutes, right?
Wow.
Which ordinarily via the Vashi Bridge would have taken anywhere between 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes. And now we are on our way finally to the brother of Naples, Napoli, better known as Napoli in it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Yeah.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, Naples originally is called Napoli.
In Italian.
In Italian, and we are on our way to Napoli. They look like long lost, distant cousins. So yeah, I think as you can see, monsoon drive in Maharashtra is always like a pleasure. It's something at least me and Sangeeta really enjoy, and we try to ensure that during the monsoons we do these kind of road trips as much as possible. So as promised, we will be sharing information on how you can manage your entire visa appointment all by yourself. You don't need to rely on an external agency or any agent to kind of get this done. From what I know, these agents charge anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000, or in some cases even 4,000, 5,000 per application. And it's really not worth the money given the fact that, at least as far as tourist visas go, it's a pretty straightforward way of, doing things.
Completely agreed. I think either way, सारा documents तो आप ही को देना है. So whatever they ask for, even the agents, you'll have to collate all that, your bank statements, all of that nobody else can do for you. So जब आप collate कर ही रहे हो, so then it makes sense that you just know the process and follow it to the T, and you should be able to get a visa.
Right. I think the major challenge that most people face is in like applying for a slot with your visa processing center. Now, depending on what your preference is in terms of the processing center, there is Atlas, there is VFS, there are tons of other such services. But we always get our processing done by VFS Global. They are one of the oldest. They have centers in all the metros for sure, and a couple of like your tier 1 towns as well. So that way is, I think, as long as you manage to get a good slot, half your battle is won. You don't even need to go to an agent. And how you can manage to first get a good slot is by planning really well. Typically, अगर आपकी travel date, let's say, your travel date is in April, try and get a visa appointment as early as 3 months in advance. उतना तो आप anyways plan कर ही रहे होगे, आपको travel करना है. You would anyways be looking at flights, accommodations, etc. 3 months in advance. Even if you can't manage a slot within 3 months prior to your travel, at least try and get a slot within like 2 months before your travel begins. Very recently, my parents went to Switzerland and they managed to get a visa appointment just 1 month before their travel, and that's like really cutting it close, because typically even visa center, like your embassies and your consulates, they take at least like 10 to 15 working days to process your visa. And अगर वो priority में कहीं खो जाए, then anyways you have to submit a confirmed air booking and your confirmed accommodations. So जब आप इतना खर्चा कर ही रहे हो, just planning it well in advance will go a long way in making your visa processing hassle free.
Yeah, very true. I think either way, most of us do book well in advance because vacation hai. Now, of course, if you're going for some other event or something that is last moment, that is different. But for tourist visas, usually, we plan way in advance, and usually जो air travel होता है वो कुछ उसका पार्ट ऑफ कोर्स कैंसिलेबल हो, मतलब कैंसिल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी इट्स नॉट 100% लाइक यूल गेट अ रिफंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम. सो इट्स बेटर टू इन दैट केस बी रेस्ट एश्योर्ड कि अगर आप 3 months पहले कर रहे हो तो प्रोसेस हो जाना चाहिए इन टाइम.
Yes, absolutely. So that's tip number 1 for you guys of how to manage your visa by yourself. Book your appointments way in advance from your trip dates so that you have चैन की सांस लेके आप अपना बाकी का ट्रैवल प्लान कर सकते हो. Stay tuned. We are continuing on our road trip. We are halfway through to Dapoli and यहाँ थोड़ी बारिश कम है. There's a bit more sunlight and it's making for some amazing views.
So we are at this place called Mangaon, and Akshay, tell us more about this place.
I have nostalgia for this place. This is where I used to work in my first job when I was working with State Bank of India. My branch is right थोड़ा पीछे ही है, और this restaurant, given how I'm indulgent with food, I used to have my dinner every day at this restaurant. 200 रुपए में उस समय नान और कढ़ाई चिकन मिलता था, हाफ प्लेट कढ़ाई चिकन और नान. And at times I also used to order paneer pakoda. So I'm coming back here after a decade. I'm hoping the paneer pakoda is as good. So let's go inside to have some paneer pakoda, and we'll share the next tip for visa applications here.
So good. So this is Sol Kadhi. Yeah, what do I tell you about this? So this is a very famous drink that I think originated in coastal regions of Maharashtra, specifically Goa, and it's made up of something called kokum. Actually, kokum कैसे define करूँ? It's like a fruit.
Yeah.
Almost purple in color, pinkish purple, and you add that and little bit of garlic, salt, and the liquid that you see is basically coconut milk. Not even coconut milk, वो जो coconut होता है उसको just पीस कर बनाते हैं. It's extremely refreshing and very good for your stomach. So usually people have it after the meal as a digestive, but I just love it like that. So yeah, it's yummy and very refreshing. Cheers!
Cheers! So yeah, time for tip 2. Go thoroughly through the checklist. Every region that you apply your visa for, they always have a checklist of the documents that should be attached, in which order they should be attached, and it's really crucial to have it in that order, because it makes it that much easier for your processing officer to go through those documents, verify the authenticity of those documents. So checklist, it comes with check mark boxes within the document that the embassy or the consulate provides. So ensure that everything that's mentioned in that checklist, you're providing all those documents in that very order. And that's tip number 2 for you. Tip number 3 coming up as soon as these pakoras are in.
Oh, they look the same. Ooh, it looks the same, Akshay. Like 9 years back, exactly the same.
Yes, puffy and not, ekdam rukha sukha. And I'm hoping that the paneer is as fresh and tender from inside. Can't wait to dig in, Sangeeta.
Yes, let's do it. Yum.
Let me also dig in. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's so good, so good. My God. My mouth is watering.
Akshay, you are too busy with the pakoras and you forgot to tell us tip 3.
Oh, well, I'll give it away right now because this is my last pakoda, but I'll hold on to it just to give you this very important tip number 3. Your cover letter. Your cover letter should be able to describe each and every aspect of your trip, right? Right from the places you intend to visit, how do you intend to travel within the country. If you have bookings for all your travel inside the country, do mention it on your cover letter. And how that helps is the visa officer is first going to scan through your cover letter, and that kind of helps him understand what is already there in the set of documents that he is going to verify, right? So if you have, let's say, a car rental booking, mention it on the cover letter stating that your car rental booking is attached in the set of documents. That kind of gives a reason, or at least it helps the visa officer to know what are the documents that he's going to be scanning. So your cover letter has to be really tight, and what we are going to do, we're going to leave a link to a cover letter template, a sample that you can attach. You can use that sample and be rest assured that that will definitely get you the foot in the door as far as the visa officer verifying your documents is concerned. Mention that your flight tickets which are booked are attached. Mention the accommodation is attached. Mention your car rental bookings are attached. If you don't have a car rental, you have train bookings. Mention that it is attached in the set of documents. And if at all there are any sort of deviations from the normal in your cover letter, let's say you have your regular salary credit it has not happened on the 30th of the last month and it has happened, let's say, on the 10th and the 15th, mention it on the cover letter, so that the visa officer doesn't feel that your pay slip is there, but hey, I can't see it reflected on the 31st of the month on your bank account statement, right? So mention those small little things so that the visa officer becomes really aware of the things that he needs to keep in mind while verifying and validating your documents. So a good cover letter is another 20% of the battle won.
Have one last bite.
For me? Thank you.
But we actually had paneer pakoda. So ये जो extra है ना, वही है paneer pakoda. So the extra is actually what we had. Extra is not extra something we had. Extra is exactly what we
Is
had.
actually the actual that we had, but we are being charged for the extra.
Wow, look at that cloud, Akshay.
Yeah,
So vibrant.
I think that's the best part about monsoons, right? Even the sunlight has a different shade to it. The trees are moist. They have received their showers of rain and are greener than what they looked during the hot, humid summer. So I think the colors are just so much more vibrant. And as we are speaking, the sun is going behind a cloud, and just see how those shades transition.
Yeah, very true.
Why have we stopped here?
Look at the place. Wow. It's so silent. Akshay.
Yes.
So silent.
Extremely silent.
Show the road and everything else is crazy.
I just want to show the view of the mountains.
कोई नहीं है, सिर्फ हम हैं.
हाँ.
पूरा 360 देखो.
Yes.
There's nobody.
Yes.
It's so silent.
Yep. So this is about 50 kilometers before Dapoli. We crossed a couple of villages and एक घाट आता है उसके बाद. This is here and it's just so pretty. These rolling slopes, you know, disappearing into the valley and it's difficult to put it in words. Honestly, you guys have to make a trip to this place to really soak it in. But yeah, it's extremely pretty and as Sangeeta said, so silent, so fragrant. In fact, like. I can literally smell the moist soil, the wet leaves, the wet bark of the trees. Very refreshing.
We are here.
Yes. And it looks like it's in the middle of like literally nowhere.
Nowhere. And that is exactly what we were going for. पूरा अंधेरा है अक्षय.
Where do we park?
There are quite a few cars. I thought
खाली नहीं है.
खाली नहीं है.
Yep.
Oh, they have cute cycles. I wish I knew how to ride a bicycle. That would be nice.
Thank you.
It's yum.
Lillian Cottage. Yes, this seems to be where we'll be staying.
Ah, it's so pretty.
See.
It will be so pretty. ये वाला रूम है कॉटेज.
All right, we are extremely exhausted. I showed you guys a small room tour, but I don't think it does justice to how beautiful this is. And there's an open shower, basically open air shower, but it's too dark to make anything out over there. So we're gonna give you a proper room tour tomorrow. So we're gonna sign off for today with a cup noodles. We've eaten so much on our way here, so we don't want to have like a.
We're
Okay.
gonna watch something as well, and cup noodles. And sorry, yes, Akshay, we have eaten so much the
Yes.
whole day, but still, Akshay is contemplating ordering something in as well.
I'm in the mood of, you know, being on vacation.
So what you do always is whenever we reach late, you order biryani. So my best guess is that Akshay is gonna order a chicken biryani.
After 14 years, if you still have to guess what have you been doing all along with me, it will be biryani.
Yeah, but we'll sign off here. See you tomorrow morning.
Yes, and stay tuned for more tips.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Sangeeta was trying to do a transition with her hand. Sangeeta, what did you do exactly? Where did you transition? And where are you supposed to?
Yeah. Bye.
Yes, that was successful.
Shut up, stop. Look at that thing, the flowers. है ना? Wow. I know. So
You can see the sea from here.
So हम लोग एक छोटा सा रूम टूर दे देते हैं.
Yes.
तो कल रात को हम लोग आए
Yes.
and of course we just plopped on the bed. तो आज हमने सोचा आपको रूम टूर दे दे. So the room is not looking as spick and span as we checked in, but still Akshay has tried to make it a little neat. So this is the bed. I think it was a very comfy bed, or were we tired, Akshay?
No, I think it was quite comfortable.
Yeah, and the size is good. It's a king size bed. It's very minimal. I really like the green color of the wall. It gives it like a very bright and happy foresty feeling. Also the fan is so pretty and the like बहुत ऊंचा है ceiling. I think मुंबई में रह के हम लोग को इतनी आदत है छोटे flats में रहने की छोटे ceiling. This is seeming amazing. So then we have a small table here, a table and chair to sit, and there's a mirror. It's very minimal. I also like these accent colors that they have put. From the stairs, what we see is the best part of the room, which is like the washroom, because the concept is that of an open sort of a area where you have like a small garden. So when you are taking bath, you can sit here and look at this beautiful what is this, Akshay? Veranda. But yeah, there were some frogs here at night, Akshay.
Yeah.
They were croaking away because it's rainy season. But it's super nice. Like, I don't know, this concept is new to me. But when I was sitting here, I came to the washroom and I just sat here for like 5 minutes looking at this beauty. So this is a nice space that they have. Extremely spacious. I think we love our washroom. And yeah, it was a joy getting ready in the morning. I think it's a fantastic room and overall vibe is amazing. And the view, as you saw, is like breathtaking. And this is everything that we had wanted. I think जब हम plan कर रहे थे कि कैसा type का weekend getaway we should do, we said nature, something that is very close to nature. So this is exactly what we wanted. And this is how the main entrance of the cottage looks like. It's extremely green and yeah, it's giving wild forest vibes. It's amazing.
Yes.
And it's so silent. Like, my god, you can hear the birds. Birds. चले?
कहाँ?
Breakfast करने और कहाँ?
चलिए. You managed to get a good seat, huh?
The sabudana is so good.
Good morning. What did you say?
It's such a big property.
Yes, very big property. Breakfast was clearly not enough. We are now planning to go. There's a beach nearby.
Yeah. Sorry.
We are now planning to eat while we are going to the beach nearby. It's called Ladghar Beach. Hopefully I got the pronunciation right.
Oh, so nice.
It could be a very steep sort of a cliff leading down to the beach. So we'll just follow the road and we'll figure it as we go along.
Oh, dears.
Sangeeta has been working since morning and clearly it has rewired a few things in her head. It's not working quite right, it seems. But yeah, we're excited to go to the beach now. So yeah, we'll see you guys there.
Are you sure you don't want the cake?
No.
या फिर next year इसी time पे. This place is really nice. I really like it.
I agree. I mean, don't need to scoot off to Goa for every monsoon, na? This is half the distance to Goa.
Yeah.
और उतना ही अच्छा है.
हाँ, because Goa में people usually go to drink and all of that. We hardly drink.
Yeah.
In fact, in Goa, if you see, we like the resorts जहाँ पे इतना अच्छा वो मतलब environment वगैरह है, those are मतलब extremely expensive.
Yeah.
And this is very reasonable.
Just to let you guys know, for the cottage that we are staying in is 10k per night. So it was coming to around 20,000 for 2 nights, but on one of our credit cards we got like 5,000 off. So that gave us, you know, a good padding in terms of budget. And let us show you an amazing view right away. And this view just popped up. We are on the highway. घाट पे हैं हम और ये sea का view यहाँ से दिख रहा है. It's so stunning. And right about there is where we are going to go and figure out what beach there is. Let's go. So yeah, it's not very expensive. It's a quick getaway from Bombay for 5 hours only.
इतना green, मतलब you know, so many people have told me that अरे Konkan coastal equally amazing. Of course, Goa में there are some fab restaurants which you will not get here. However, if you're not coming for the food, because Bombay maybe you get good food. So this is beautiful. Like देखो ना हर तरफ you just Akshay, look at those palm trees. Wow. गोवा जितनी हरियाली है उससे ज्यादा है. Obviously, because Goa भी commercial हो गया है. नहीं हुआ है.
कैमरा कुछ ज्यादा ही आप पे मेहरबान है.
अरे नो, just करो ना उसका straight. So pretty.
Yes. So we are done with Ladghar Beach, and what an amazing experience. Very non-commercial, very not at all crowded, and literally the entire beach to ourselves. And it was so windy, and very curiously the sand here was black.
Yeah.
No clue why.
I am sure that there are different beaches across India with different color. You remember there is one in Goa which is white sand.
Lonely Beach.
Lonely, I think. हाँ, Lonely Beach.
Yes.
हम कार को एकदम अंदर लेके चले जाते हैं, just पानी के पास.
Yes.
So yeah. So वैसे I think it depends on the soil and the.
Now we are off to another beach, very close by, about 10 minutes away. It's called Tamas Teerth Beach. हम बस Google कर रहे हैं beaches, maps पे just डाल दे रहे हैं beaches nearby and we're getting these names. So we're just gonna drive down to Tamas
And
Tirth Beach.
it's so beautiful. Akshay, show because I think बारिश आने वाली है. पूरा grey है.
हाँ, एक second, let me turn the camera around.
See, it's just stunning.
Yes, as you can see, all the grey clouds in their glory. So we are on our way to, as we said, Tamas Tirth Beach, which we'll reach in 9 minutes, and that's more than enough for the next tip for your visa application. Yay! So yes, tip number 4. Give an extremely detailed itinerary of what you plan to do wherever you're going, right? So like from time to time, like if you're traveling by road or you're traveling by train, which are the cities you plan to visit, where all are you going, what will be your checkout time from the city, what will be your check-in time, what would be your means of transport there, if there's a bus that you plan to take, do you know the name, the bus number. Small things like this just go on to show and build confidence for your processing officer that you've really researched and planned your trip well, and you know what exactly you're going to be doing in their country. More amount of details you provide, the better it is. So yes, a very good detailed itinerary. Now it's not necessary that just because you've created this itinerary you have to stick to it. Once you have your visa, once your visa has been issued to you, you can change that itinerary a complete 100%. So that's never a problem, but do have a detailed itinerary in place because that will go a long way in creating that confidence for your visa processing officer. Stay tuned for more tips. We are on our way to Tamas Tirth Beach. So we've reached Tamas Tirth Beach and it looks even better than the Ladkher beach and we can't wait to go. Let's go. And there's a stream which is flowing into the sea here. See? It's creating these beautiful waves.
Yeah,
Ripples.
So this beach was really amazing, and given an option कि you have to choose among both of those beaches, कोई एक आपको जाना है तो come to this one because this beach was really nice, very quaint, and there were not a lot of people. In general also, I don't know, I felt like the views from both the sides were really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we will go back to the hotel.
Yes.
I have some office work to do, and then we'll resume all the fun in the evening.
Yes. Finish off your office work quickly.
Yes.
Alright, we'll see you guys at the hotel. And lo and behold, we are still at Tamas Tirth Beach and it's 7 in the evening. Not that we've stayed here all the while. We came back here again in the evening because we saw the sunset from our room and we just thought that it might be a good idea to drive down to the beach and watch the sunset again. And because we like Tamas Tirth so much, we're back here and it has paid off, guys. It's so beautiful. As I'm speaking now, I'm gonna pan to the view of the sea and the sunset. Oh my god, the hues. What do you say, Sangeeta?
It's beautiful. Like, look at the colors. It's just looking amazing and so serene. But there are quite a few people जो सुबह से नहीं थे.
हाँ.
अभी they are all in.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. And the sky and the nature looks amazingly beautiful. हमने सोचा हम जाएंगे स्विमिंग पूल आज, पर अब हमें आ रहा है खंटाल.
Yeah.
हमें खंटाल आ रहा है.
I'm just reading a book and then just relax. say.
You're reading a book which is on Van Gogh
Yeah.
on your new iPad.
Yes, it's called Lust for Life. Lust for Life is sort of a biography of Vincent van Gogh. I am obsessed with him, and his life is one of the most difficult and torturous one that I've heard, but you can draw a lot of inspiration from it.
तो हमें चूंकि कंटाल आ रहा है, संगीता बुक पढ़ रही है and she's reading it aloud, so I am literally listening to an audio book.
Yeah.
So we're gonna now freshen up and then we're gonna go for breakfast. Then let's see what we're gonna do.
Yes.
And stay tuned, you get your next tip at the breakfast table.
थैंक यू. मुझे जूस मिलेगा, वाटरमेलन है?
Yes.
I love my sausages. That doesn't sound right. But I love chicken sausages.
एक बटर मसाला.
So yeah, that's a lot of chicken sausages and there's potato bhajia and rosemary potatoes as well. How's the food?
Good. Yum.
Is that kulcha and
Yeah.
chole? हम खाने में बहुत busy हो गए and I forgot to give you the next tip. So this is tip number 5. Always reach the visa processing center at least 15 minutes before your appointment time. These places usually always overbook their slots typically because they expect people to arrive in late and then they push them into the premium services section where you have to pay extra. So if you're looking not to pay any more extra, or as it is up international trip pe ja rahe ho, so it's always a necessity to budget your entire trip, so you don't want to pay unnecessary costs. Having said that, if at all by any chance you're late, you can always sign up for the premium services lounge, because if you're running on a very tight schedule and you don't have enough time and you need to rush somewhere, just like it was for us in our case in the beginning of this video you must have seen, you can always opt for the premium lounge services where you get processed within 5 minutes. So that's tip number 5, and stay tuned for the last tip which will come once we are returning to Bombay. Someone did not have enough of the beach. Yes.
That someone is me.
Yes, we are checking out now. Now we've decided not to take the same route by which we came here. We're gonna take a different route through the interiors of Western Ghats. We're gonna see some more beaches, some more villages. So it's going to be a fresh trip. It's not going to be the same route back to Bombay. So let's go. This is a view on route to you could say north of Maharashtra, and this is how the entire route is going to look like. And throughout the route, I think we're going to be seeing like these beautiful landscape views of the sea from a height, because this is Western Ghats, so you usually have a cliff overlooking the sea. So it's gonna look that pretty throughout the route. So really excited. You're just gonna see the sea. You're gonna have a view of the sea from every direction.
Yes.
It's gonna look beautiful throughout.
Yes.
So like while you're coming to Dapoli, you can always take the old Mumbai-Goa highway. And you can take a diversion maybe from Mahad and come in towards Dapoli. And while on your way back, you can move north following this coastal route. So you've got Ladhar Beach, you've got Murud Beach, a couple of other beaches as well, and enjoy these views. So we took a small halt here. It's very sunny and Sangeeta is in the car, but couldn't hold back from showing you guys this view. Just have a look. It's just such a landscape view of the entire Arabian Sea. Just look, you can almost view the entire coastline, at least like 5 kilometers from 10 kilometers from here. It's extremely beautiful. I can't even I can't put it in words how pretty it looks. I mean, wow, this is a nice shot. Yeah. But yes, we've got to keep driving on because ऐसे कर करके तो कल फिर ऑफिस मिस हो जाएगा. So yes, let's go. It's a nice route, you know.
Yeah.
If you want to go inside just to the beach.
I don't think we'll reach before midnight.
But that's okay.
That's okay.
You can literally bring your car into the beach. My God,
Yeah.
guts I have, I must say.
So
Wow.
we will take it.
Oh, they've taken the car till there. यार इसमें नहीं दिख रहा है शायद. चलो
It's so cute.
घुमा लिया जाए.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a few resorts here.
But they're good roads, huh? मतलब it's pretty smooth. Of course, up and down है, but roads for now at least
Well maintained. Right?
well maintained है. एक भी गड्ढा या कुछ नहीं है.
Actually, easy to drive.
Yeah.
Very nice. Makes for a nice drive for sure. Anyone who likes road trips, oh my God, look at this view.
Wow. So pretty. I don't know if camera is doing justice, honestly.
It can't. I don't think
Can't.
so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful. Now we've left the coastal highway and we are going towards the main highway eastward. And we're going to come back to the coastal highway after we cross Mangaon. And before we hit the coastal highway, it's time for tip number 6. Tip number 6 is... What was tip number 6? 1 second. Oh yeah, tip number 6. Tip number 6 is that if at all this is the first Schengen visa that you're applying for, it becomes all the more necessary to kind of build that confidence for your processing officer that you're going to return to India. I mean, this whole interview is essentially to convince the visa processing officer that you plan to do just a tourist trip and you do plan to return back to India. So as if this is the first Schengen you're applying for, do submit proofs of reasons that you would want to come back to India. You know, back in 2021 when we were applying for our first Schengen to Italy, we got to know from a lot of our friends that their visa had been declined with the reasoning given as we do not find sufficient reason for you to return to India after your trip, right? So it becomes that much more crucial to submit, for example, in our first trip, we submitted documentation about, the fact that we own this vehicle. We submitted our rental agreement. We submitted details around all the investments that we've done in the country. We've submitted details of our holdings in India, that we have a house, that our parents are here in India. And while this may not be as much crucial for people like me and Sangeeta who are in jobs, and if you are in a in a service job, probably it may not be as much as crucial, but for people who have their own businesses or who are freelancers, it would help it and would go a long way in making your case that you're just applying for a tourist visa and you do intend to come back to India after your entire trip, right, Sangeeta?
Yeah, I think during COVID, a lot of people or travelers who took tourist visas for like 15 days, a month, and a lot of them stayed back for longer. and I think there were quite a few of such cases, so the embassy is even more strict about it, that
Yeah.
they want people to go for the time that is promised and that they are back, so they need all these supporting documents. So submit as much documents as is required, and the officer, the VFS person, is really helpful. They'll tell you which supporting documents are necessary and which are not. So yeah.
Yes, and they are more than happy to collect documents that you would want to give from your side, and they'll be very clear about कि नहीं ये document से कोई help नहीं होगा तो आप मत दीजिए. And this is an extremely crucial tip, guys, because I'll tell you what, when we got our first Schengen, we got it with a note that once we come back from the trip, we are supposed to report at the VFS office and make our presence there to kind of confirm to the VFS and to the embassy folks that we have returned to India. So despite the fact that at immigration, when you come back, your passports will be stamped, if you have that note attached in your passport when you get it after your visa processing, do go back to the VFS office and visit them, ensure that you intimate them that you have returned to India. So yeah, that's all for the tips that we had for your Schengen visa processing and how you can ensure that you get your Schengen visa. We do have one more bonus trip, so stay tuned with us on our road trip. We are almost on our way back to Bombay. Stay tuned for the bonus trip. It's an important one and it's a really helpful one.
It's bonus tip, not trip.
Okay, bonus tip and trip. See, it's visa process. It's visa tips on a road trip. Can't help with the rolling of the tongue. So guys, unfortunately we didn't make it back to the coastal highway again from Mandgaon because seems like Sangeeta is very tired. She's slept off. So we didn't make it to that, but do cover it if you are doing a road trip. It is extremely beautiful. I've done it once previously and you don't want to miss it. And finally, before closing down this vlog, the bonus tip that I promised you, in case as a couple both of you don't share the same surname. For example, in both our passports, our surnames are different, and just in case the spouse's name is not mentioned on the first page of your passport, what you can do is always submit your marriage certificate along with your set of documents, so that you don't land up in a position where one of you get an approved visa and one of you get a rejected application. We've heard of it. We know of a couple friend with a similar instance, who one of them got an approved visa for Schengen, another didn't. Now, of course, this was back when COVID had just ended and things are much better now. But if you don't want to take a risk, just put in a copy of your marriage certificate. That makes the going easy. Well, that is all for this vlog with the entire road trip and all the visa application tips. Hope you found this vlog extremely exciting, interesting, and hope you guys are able to do a Konkan road trip. Trust me, monsoons is the best time to do it, and we'll both see you while she's sleeping, but she'll also see you in our next vlog. Until then, toodles! Thank you so much. Passports are here. Open them.
Did it taste something? Okay.
Take out both of them first.
Ooh, Akshay! Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, this has something.
This has a note. What does it say?
Okay, I don't know what it says. Okay. Oh my god! What about yours? And for how long?
How long is it? It's valid for 2 years. It's valid till 2nd May 2026.
Yay!
2 years, no visa costs. Well, what a beautiful end to this vlog. We had an amazing trip and you guys got some amazing tips for your visa application, right, Sangeeta?
Yeah, and if you guys need any further help or you have queries regarding anything that we spoke about in this video, please leave comments in the comment section, or you can write in to us as well. We'll put our email IDs so you can reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you with the process, because I think it's very important that you apply for a visa at the right time of your trip, but also take advantage of the 2-year visa that is available right now, because it has a lot of impact on financials, right, Akshay?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, financially speaking, every visa application for the two of us together comes to around 26,000 rupees. The Schengen fees itself is 80 euros, which is roughly around 15,000 for the two of us, but there are certain overhead charges which adds up to around 26,000 per couple, right? So keeping in mind that if at all we are planning one Schengen trip every year, that's an impact of 26,000 per year, around 50,000 for 2 years, and that's like huge financial savings for you. So happy to help, and as Sangeeta said, leave it in the comments. Even with regard to your itinerary in the Schengen area, if you need some help, we'd be happy to kind of help you out and plan your itinerary. And we are just too excited for our upcoming Switzerland trip, not tip. But yes, if you have any thoughts of what we should be exploring in our Switzerland vlogs, do drop your comments, do drop your suggestions in the comments, and we'll definitely take a look at them. Right?
Yes.
Well, this has been an amazing vlog. Until the next vlog, toodles!